Hi, Richard here. Today I'm kind of in the mood for some New Mexico cooking. Now you may think, well, what's New Mexico cooking? Is it Mexican cooking? Well, in a sense it is, but it's New Mexican cooking. There's a little bit difference in that. So the dish we're going to make today is Carne Adovada. And what that is, it's chili pork, spiced and roasted in the oven. You're going to love it. Let's do it. We're going to make a red chili puree. Now, you may wonder, how do these dried up chili pods become a puree? Well, I'm going to show you. What you do is you take the dried pods and you cut the stem off and you shake all the seeds off. And after you go through the whole process of doing that, you rinse the chili pods and then you put them in boiling water for about maybe 10 minutes or so until they rehydrate. They'll still be red, but they'll rehydrate. And after that, you put that in the blender and you blend it up into a puree. Now, to that, you're going to add some salt, some pepper, some oregano, some garlic, and some chopped up onion. Okay? So we're going to come back and we're going to blend all this together and put the meat to marinate. All right. We put the pods in the boiling water and they have softened up. And what you do now is you get a blender close to this because this water's hot. So you get one of these little pizza deals and you put the pods in the blender. Okay? And depending upon what kind of red chili you get from New Mexico, it may clear your sinuses out and it may make the dog cough because it's pretty spicy, okay? So what you do is you pretty much do that, okay? And you see this? Look at that. It's like tripled in size. It's huge. And what you're going to do out of this, you're going to make the puree out of it, okay? And some of that water is turned, well, the whole water is turned red, not some of it. The whole water is turned red. And what you're going to do is you're going to add some of this water without burning and scalding yourself and pouring it on yourself, just like that. Okay? And then you're going to add the garlic, the oregano, the salt, and the pepper. Okay? And onion, I'm going to put just a little bit here. I don't want it to be too strong because you're going to blend it all up. Okay? And then you blend it into a puree. The longer you blend it, the more pureed it becomes. Sometimes if you can see the little pieces of skin here, you'll have little pieces of skin on your pork, which is no big deal, really. So, you know, to me, that's good enough to put the pork in. So, and then you just take it off. And my wife, who's my sous chef, she has, she cut the pork. She's cut the pork. So this is the pork here, okay? And we're going to get a bowl and put that to marinate. And you don't have to marinate this for a year, for 10 years, whatever. Just, you know, maybe an hour or so. What you want to happen is the meat to pick up all the flavor from the chili. And I want this to fall off. And that's pretty much it. So here you have Carne Adovada. This is what New Mexico considers, names, recognizes as, is a Carne Adovada. This is my daughter-in-law's blender, okay? And this is to withstand the onslaught of a cannonball hitting it, okay? It will not move. So this is a pretty good thing. This is a Ninja. So if you want a blender that will stay on your counter through a war, get a Ninja. Here is the pork, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to let it marinate for about an hour or so, or at least 30 minutes for the flavor to permeate it. And then we'll come back and we'll put it on the pan, stick it in the oven, and watch a miracle happen. Now we're ready to plate the marinating pork. So as you can see, it's been in the chili for a few minutes, okay? And that's what it looks like. Okay, it doesn't have to be swimming in the marinade as long as all the pork is covered, okay? So then you need, if you want to save time, you don't want to clean dishes, you cover your pan with aluminum foil, and that way after you roast the pork and it comes out of the oven, you plate it, and all you do is peel the foil off the pan, throw it in the trash can, and that's it. You don't have to wash any roasting pans. So what you do is you cut the pork, if you can see it here, you cut the pork in strips, and the reason why you cut it in strips is because it'll cook a lot faster, and you can roll it in a tortilla, so that's what I like to do. You roll it in a tortilla, you cut it in little strips, just like that, and I mean, you know, it's nothing fancy, but man, the smell, I mean, in New Mexico, we eat this around Christmas time, usually, okay? But here in Austin, Texas, we're eating it the day before Father's Day, so that's what we're doing here today. So, yeah, in New Mexico, life revolves pretty much around red chili and green chili. So, so today we're doing the red chili. You know, they also, when the chili dries and turns red like this, they make it into what they call ristras, which they kind of like make it into a little wreath that hangs from the ceilings. It hangs from the ceilings. No, it hangs from outside by the porch. You know, and what happens during the wintertime, that's how they save the harvest from the year before. They dry it and hang it on the side of the house. And as they need it or want it, they go out there and they grab, I don't know, 10 chili pods, and they do what you just saw happen. They boil the pods, they rinse them out, they boil the pods, and they make their little chili sauce, and they either use it to marinate pork or even to just make other dishes, because it's very versatile. It's like a staple in New Mexico. I mean, and if you've never tasted a red New Mexico chili, oh my gosh, what are you waiting for? You need to get a hold of this stuff, because this is really good stuff. I mean, right now it's getting me back of the throat, but hey, that's okay, because I know that this is red chili, okay? This is the real stuff here. This will keep you going. It'll keep you warm in the wintertime and sweating in the summertime like you see me doing now. It's hot. This is hot stuff. So that's pretty much it. So after you plate it, you stick it in the oven for about maybe 30 to 45 minutes until you don't want it to dry out. You want it just to cook just nice and tender, and the juices will come out of there, and you will love it. So let's get this in the oven. Be right back. The pork has been in the oven for a while, and it's done. We're going to take it out. Look at that. Look at that. Just beautifully red roasted pork with chili sauce. And we're going to plate this now. And you know, in New Mexico, around Christmas time, you would have carne adovada with empanadas, bizcochitos, and we're going to get to that, make some of those things here pretty soon, and show you, you know, what kind of food New Mexico likes to eat. Here is the finished plate. We've added some rice and black beans with some cheese on top, and of course, le pièce de résistance, the carne adovada. And if you can see that, I mean, it's going to be good. So when it's all done, you eat it slow.